Okay, well, I'm about to read. I've actually already read this. I have. That isn't gonna make it feel any better though. Okay, so let's just press keep reading. Only because it's got the... Okay. Based off Breaking Benjamin's Firefly. That's a song. I haven't heard it, but I like Breaking Benjamin. Welcome, said the place, to Angst Night. Borderline masochistic. Small tradition with my fics that end only worse than they began, with soul-crushing angst. Warning. Mark is way out of character. Oh, he is. Trust me. Trigger warnings. Abuse and suggested sexual abuse. I don't want. Jack hated this. The constant cycle of falling in love with someone who didn't love him. Someone just like everyone else. But it didn't begin with Mark that way. Mark wasn't always like the others, but now what kind of relationship was this? Was it? Oh my god. What was this with him and Mark that just hurt? Whoa. What was this with him and Mark that just hurt so badly? Mark, you know that's not it. You know I'll never do that to ya. Jack said softly over Skype, looking at Mark's face as he lied blatantly to his face. Didn't understand that. Lied? He couldn't help the frown on his face as he looked at Mark. I never once used ya for subs. Ooh. I love you. I'd never do that to you. You're just like them, Jack, Mark said quite bitterly. Mark, I'd never do that to ya. You know better. You have to. Ugh. I can't do his voice. Jack raised his voice. It hurt when Mark did this to him. He felt as if it was something that someone else would do. The Mark he had loved would never do this. If so, why did he love him? Jack hung up the call, sighing as the light of his computer screen went off. How could he even like this? How could he even love someone who didn't love him anymore? That's what he wondered as he went outside, looking at the clouds. Are you going to do shit about this? I bet you'll just fucking rain again. I'd love it if y'all could do something else for once. I thought that was funny the first time I read that. Oh my gosh. No, I'm not supposed to be laughing. This story is gonna kill me. Jack said softly. He wanted things to be so different. Not that it even mattered. He's gotten good at just tolerating... No. He's gotten good at just tolerating the shit. Falling in line and sadly trying to find a justification for loving Mark. The next time this happened, he and Mark were... this part. We're both in a hotel room together. Oh, this is the worst part. I'm warning you. The sheets were a mess from some angry acts that were horrid for Jack. Bruises marking him as property rather than a partner. He spit pitifully to get the taste of Mark out of his mouth. You liked that, didn't you? Didn't you, my little Irishman? Mark said, almost as if Jack was his personal fetish, and it made Jack shiver. No, he didn't want this. He never wanted this. He wanted love. No, I didn't want this, Jack whispered, tearing up. He hurt everywhere, Mark not even having a scratch despite Jack's fighting. I wanted to know a name. Oh, you know this already. It's only you. Didn't understand that either. Mark said softly, You're the one I love. No, y'all wouldn't do this if you loved me. My horrible accent. Guess who ya can't replace if you tried and go. What? Mark just ground his teeth, leaving the room and slamming the door. That's right, fucking leave. I don't want this. Walk the fuck away. Jack shouted, shaking, cried after. Burying his head against a pillow, he sniffled, sobbing and shaking. Never again would he let it happen. Never. Whoa! It was a few months before Jack could honestly admit he felt okay. The light of his computer screen had made him look like a ghost before. He sniffled and then found a piece of news revolving around his ex, finding out Mark was going on a trial for other kinds of abuse, and that loads of his stuff would be going down or blocked. I don't know what I'm supposed to react to that. To not look like a horrible person. Jack's little bit of light on the camera was dimming and flickering like a firefly as he unplugged it. Oh, Firefly. Crap. Tears back in his eyes, but for some reason he wasn't able to laugh. He wasn't able to cry, just laughing coldly and smiling. Oh yeah, that sounds great! Well then, that was an adventure. So yeah, if you want me to read more fanfiction to you, just go request that. Maybe not so much angst. Fluff, that sounds good. Or something that is super messed up in the head. That sounds good too. So, request, like, subscribe, follow me on Tumblr, follow me on Twitter if you'd like. Oh, and I'm thinking of making gaming videos on here too, so yeah, do that too. Okay, bye.